My name is Liza, and welcome to my YouTube channel and your sacred space for your practice. And welcome back if you are coming back to the YouTube channel. This will be your Goddess Empowerment Yoga Flow. We are approaching the month of March, and in America, it is Women's History Month, but it's also springtime, and I feel it's a great time to dive on into an empowering yoga flow that connects us to our unique divine feminine spirit, our Shakti energy. So with that, you may want to pick up 2 blocks, which I have right here. I will also show you without the blocks, but the blocks are optional. So if you practice with them, go ahead, pause the video, grab them if you need them, and we'll get started. Coming on into our hero's posture. I like to take the block and place it right underneath the sit bones. Now, I have tight ankles. As I can feel right here is when I almost feel like my ankles are like, no, you did not warm up enough for that. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 blocks. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you at all, you can just come into your comfortable seated position and just allow yourself to be nice and tall while you're seated or in hero's pose. Placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the pelvis, the space right below the belly button. This is the area of sacral chakra, and I feel when it comes to sensuality, yin energy, water energy, the moon, that in yoga philosophy is really associated with the divine feminine energy within us and around us. And I invite you to meditate upon, who are you in pure divine goddess energy? You don't have to identify as a woman to have goddess energy within you. There is God and goddess energy within us. So I invite you to just take a moment to tune on into that. Who are you at your most connected with the divine feminine? Taking a nice big deep inhale. As you meditate upon that question, sending the energy down to the pelvis. And exhale. And from this space, go ahead and set an intention for yourself. And with that, take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, sigh out. Let's go ahead, place both hands to prayer, thumbs connecting to the heart. Inhale, sweep fingertips on up. Bring first finger and thumb together in Jnana Mudra. And go ahead, see if we can just bend the elbows as we puff up the heart. We can do this again in a neutral seated position or in hero pose. Inhale, reach the hands on up. And exhale, sending the elbows on in towards shoulder blades, or I should say towards rib cage, melting the shoulders away from the ears together and down the back. Inhale to reach, lengthen, straighten, draw the navel on in. And exhale, go ahead, send the heart forward. Gaze on up as you bend the elbows. 3 more times, breathing in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last big deep breath in. And exhale. From here, go ahead, reach, hands on up. Send left hand forward as the right hand moves on back, and just take a gentle twist. As you send this left hand to the right hip, and that right hand comes behind you to support the lower back. You can maybe even send the right hand to the foot if you're in hero's pose. But if you're seated, you can just go ahead, place both hands onto the right side of the body, supporting the lower back. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale. See if we can go ahead and really twist. Allowing the neck to be in alignment with the rest of the spine, but if it feels good, you can gaze over the horizon of your shoulder. Last big deep breath in. And exhale, go ahead, slowly reach the hands all the way on up. And then go ahead and slowly take it into the opposite side, maybe sending the right hand to the left hip, left hand to the left foot or to the lower back, whatever feels good. Take a nice big deep breath in. Lengthen from tailbone to crown of the head as you breathe. And exhale. Last big deep inhale. And exhale. And go ahead, slowly reach hands on up. Bring the hands to prayer, back to your intention, back to you at your most connected to your divine goddess energy. And let's go ahead and place the hands on down onto the yoga mat. Come into tabletop position. Go ahead, move your blocks to the front of the mat if you are playing with them. Ground down through the fingertips like you're planting springtime seeds into the yoga mat. Hug the inner thighs in towards each other as well as the forearms. Press the floor away. Take a nice big deep inhale. Tilt the pelvis forward and down. Send belly down towards the yoga mat. Roll the gaze forward and up. And on an exhale, we're going to press into the hands and feet. Lift the hips up nice and high and come into your first downward facing dog. Go ahead, begin to pedal out the legs. Bending one leg, reaching through opposite heel. From here, inhale, round in the upper back. Chin comes towards the chest as you send shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, bend the knees. Release the knees on down. Send the belly on down towards the yoga mat. Gaze on up. Take a nice big deep inhale. And exhale, press up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs and move. I went running yesterday, so my right hamstring is like, girl, what you doing? So notice how the body feels and just be compassionate with any sort of tightness, any resistance. Breathe and just be gentle. And from there, take a nice big deep inhale, come up onto the tippy toes, round and upper back, send shoulders over the wrist, chin towards chest. And then exhale, go ahead, send the knees on down. Inhale into your cow, send the belly on down, heart space reaches up and through the gateway of the arms as you gaze forward. And exhale, go ahead, press up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, pedal out the legs. 2 more times. Inhale, moving forward into plank pose, shoulders over the wrists as you send the chin towards the chest, coming into plank. And then exhale, release the knees on down, send the belly on down, send the energy of the heart pressing forward and up as you gaze on up. And then press it up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog, pedal out the legs, breathe. Let's try this for 1 more time. Take a nice big deep inhale. Go ahead, slowly move on in to plank pose, Palakasana. Exhale, release, cow pose. Send the heart forward, belly comes down. And inhale, move up and through downward facing dog. Exhale, pedal out the legs. Go ahead, come up onto the right tippy toe, ball of the foot. Send the left foot up nice and high, almost like we're coming into a split with the legs, 3-legged dog. And then can you send the knee towards the nose, rounding in the upper back? Step the left foot in between the hands or help it forward. You can also play with the blocks with this one. Go ahead, see if we can bring the blocks underneath the hands and then just step that left foot on through. Go ahead, release the right knee on down. Send the top of the right foot to the floor. Inhale, sweep fingertips forward and up in Anjaneyasana. Melting shoulders away from the ears. And just allow yourself to be here. We're going to play with that goddess, the goddess arms again. First finger and thumb come together. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead, bend the elbows, send the elbows towards the rib cage as you back out of your bend. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bend elbows back out of the left knee. Inhale to reach. Bend the elbows back out. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Send the energy of the hips forward and down as you reach the hands on up. And then go ahead, see if you can send the hands to frame the left foot. Curl the right toes under, ground down through the fingertips. You can use your blocks for this as well if it feels good. Press down through the hands and lift the left foot up and back. And release. Let's take that into the opposite side. Go ahead, ground down through the left foot. See if we can sweep that right foot up nice and high in three-legged dog. Then can you use your blocks to step the right foot on forward, or just help the right foot on forward by taking a hold of the ankle, helping it on forward as you release the left knee on down. Go ahead, inhale, bring the top of the left foot to the floor and sweep fingertips forward and up towards the ceiling, coming into your low lunge, Anjane. Go ahead, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows back out of your bend. Inhale to reach. Exhale. 2 more times, breathing in. And exhale. Last time, inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, bend on into the left knee. Really internally rotate that inner left thigh. So what does that mean? Instead of that bone kind of moving, so this is our left leg, instead of it moving out to here, we want to internally rotate, really send that left hip and that right hip inward in towards each other as we bend. That will protect the hip flexor and the iliopsoas muscle. As we reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, breathe on in, and then exhale, send the hands on down to frame the right foot, curl the left toes under, step up and back into three-legged dog. Release the right foot on down. Great work. From here, take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale. Walk the hands towards the feet in forward fold, towards the back of your yoga mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Take a hold of opposite wrists, forearms, or elbows, and just sway from side to side. Now, if you have tight hamstrings like me, again, spring is here. You may be more active. You may be walking around more. Just allow yourself to take a hold of the back of the legs and give a nice gentle massage from the ankles, moving all the way up towards the glute muscles in the back of the legs. For 2 more breaths. Big deep breath in. Exhale. See if you can send the sit bones on up as you send the crown of the head on down towards the yoga mat. Just a little bit more, massaging 1 more time. And let's stretch 1 more time. Inhale, send the sit bones on up. And exhale, maybe we can reach the crown of the head on down. You can back out at any point if this feels uncomfortable. If you're feeling good, sway the head yes. And sway the head no. Great work. See if we can bring the big toes together. Come to sit through the heels of the feet. Reach fingertips forward and up. Come to sit into your imaginary chair. Again, goddess arms. First finger and thumb come together. Go ahead, bend on into the elbows. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale. Straighten the legs, reach the hands on up. And then part the hands, swan dive all the way on down, forward fold. Go ahead, walk out to plank pose. Feel the earth underneath your feet. Take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, go ahead, slowly release the knees on down. Hug the elbows in towards each other and lower the heart to a point where you start to feel like you're shaking. And then press through the hands. See if we can just send the hips forward and down. Open up in your heart space. We'll do that again. Inhale, nice neutral spine. Bend the elbows to a point where you're shaking. Press and lift on up. Ooh, lot of work. This will help you prepare for chaturanga. Take a nice big deep inhale, neutral spine. Ground down through the fingertips. Find that point where you start to shake. And then go ahead, lift up and out. And last time. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift through the heart, press up into the hands, lift. Take a well-deserved child's pose. Great work. Take a moment to bring the knees as wide as the yoga mat if it feels good, to sit back onto the heels of the feet. Take a moment here, breathe, inhaling. And exhale. Last big deep breath here. And exhale, sigh out. Coming to our last part of our sequence. Let's get a little bit more into the goddess energy. Ground down through the fingertips, curl the toes under, press into the hands and feet. And again, what kind of divine energy, divine feminine energy resides within you? Is it warlike? Is it peaceful? Is it creative? Is it romantic? Maybe all of the above. And I want you to go ahead, come up onto the tippy toes of that right foot, the right ball of the foot. Lift the left foot up nice and high. See if you can step or help the left foot on forward, whatever feels good. Use your blocks if you need to. Pivot the right foot on down into the yoga mat and go ahead, slowly walk the hands out to the side. Begin to bend and straighten, bend and straighten. This is Skandasana. You guys know I love this. If you've practiced with me in the past, it just gets into the hips. Now, if you wish to use your blocks, this is also a great way to play in Skandasana. Last 2 breaths. Inhaling and exhale. And when you are absolutely ready, go ahead slowly. See if you can turn or walk the heels a little bit closer in, then turn the heels in as the toes move out. As you can see, I can lift my hands, so it's easy to lift my upper body. Bend on into the knees, ground down through the heels of the feet, draw the navel on in, inhale, sweep the arms on up into your goddess arms, bending elbows, bending the knees. Stay here. Inhale, go ahead, see if we can sweep the energy from the earth up towards the sky. Exhale, goddess arms. Feel that empowerment. 4 times. Inhaling, sweep the energy. Cultivate it, send it through the heart and up. And exhale. Release it on down. Inhale. Now you can always back out if you need to. Straightening the arms. And exhale. Last 2 times. Inhaling and exhale. Last big deep breath in and exhale. Woo, feel those glute muscles working. And then inhale, reach, bend up and over to your right. Send the right shoulder blade or right rib cage underneath the left. Inhale back through center. Bend up and over to the left. Inhale back through center. Go ahead, bring the hands into Jnana Mudra once more. Really bend the elbows, slight bend in the knees as you take a gentle back bend. And then exhale, turn the toes to face forward. Come into wide-legged forward fold. Great work. It's not easy. You got this. Now I moved the blocks out to the side, but if you want to play with them, you could always place the forehead to a block. You can allow yourself to place both hands on blocks, but play in any way that feels good. Take a hold of opposite, or I should say take a hold of ankles as you inhale, lengthen from tailbone to crown the head, and exhale to fold. Last big deep inhale and exhale. From here, walk the hands all the way over to your right foot. Turn onto the heel of your back right foot. Come onto the ball of your left foot. Ground down through the fingertips as well as the right heel, or I should say the left back ball of the foot. So we're going to lift like that pyramid. The left foot's the top of the pyramid. The hands are the base. Press into the hands and the foot. Use your core to lift the right leg up and out. And release the right foot on down. That's a fun transition. All right, from here, see if we can gaze underneath that left armpit. We can see the ceiling, maybe. We're gonna go ahead, reach the right leg up, nice and high. Bend the right knee. Maybe we see the right toes, we say hi. Maybe we take a risk and go into wild thing. Place the right foot up behind you. We're turning on the heel of the left foot. We're placing the left ball of the foot on down, and we're opening up in the heart space. Big deep inhale, really open up, have fun with it. And then exhale, take it into the opposite direction. Reach the right heel on up, place the right foot on down. Let's take it into the opposite side. So I'm gonna move out to the side of my yoga mat because I know me. I'm gonna hit something or kick something over. So adjust in any way you need to as well. Lift the left foot on up, gaze underneath the right armpit, bend the knee. Maybe you can see the foot, maybe you can't. And then maybe you transfer the weight into the right hand and we flip. We take a chance. It's a practice, so play with this wild thing anytime you need to. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, move on out. All right, can we take an empowered chaturanga? You can bring the knees down. Find that point where you start to shake and scoop out, or scoop the heart forward and up. Or traditional chaturanga and upward dog, find plank pose, knees are lifted. Bend the elbows to a point where you start to feel that strength, that shaking, and then lift the heart forward and up. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, press up and back, downward dog. Great work. Inhale, lift the right foot on up. And see if we could go ahead and bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Right top of the foot behind the left wrist. And go ahead, sit on down. Ooh. Move your blocks near you. Let's cool down a little. Ground down through the right fingertip. Sweep the left hand to the side, up, and then release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last big deep breath in. And exhale. And go ahead, slowly inhale, reach the hands on up. And exhale, fold to the inside of the left leg. Take a moment just to be here and breathe. Let the rest of the world fade away. Last big deep breath in. Exhale. Great work. From here, gaze at that left foot. Bend the left knee, extend the right foot on out. Adjust onto your mat in any way you need. Ground down through the left fingertips and sweep the right hand up and over. And release. Inhaling. And exhale. Last 2 times. When you are ready, inhale, sweep the right hand on up. And then release and send that energy. Maybe you can even bend like this and then to center. Maybe we place the hands through center and then we move it over. So come into that fold in any way that really feels natural and good to you. And take a moment to just bow down to the body, thanking it. Take a moment of gratitude and pride in what you've created. The sequence didn't really have any warriors, but it was challenging. It was hard. And it was meant to connect you to that empowerment within you where we don't necessarily have to show up like this strong warrior. We just show up as ourselves. And that is that beauty of the divine feminine. Come as you are, all that you are, authentically, powerfully. Take a nice big deep inhale as we sweep the left hand on up and over. From here, bring both soles of the feet together and then move the energy on out. I will show you from the side. This is Tara, the goddess Tara of compassion and wisdom. Ground down through the sits bones, inhale, lengthen, and exhale to fold. It is my greatest hope that this practice connected you to a sense of your hips, your empowerment, and a heart opener, sense of your sensuality and your open heart, as well as allowed you to move a bit, build some energy, and release anything that doesn't serve you. Release any stressors, any worries, any cares. Know that you're safe here. If you wish to play with Tara with the block, you can go ahead and you can either place the block in between the feet. Oof, this is lovely. That feels absolutely delicious. And you get right into the hips there. Release the chin towards the chest, close the eyes. Stay with me for 3 more breaths. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale. From here, remove your block. Fun transition to end our practice. Go ahead, come up onto the feet. Place the hands behind you. Ground down through the hands and feet. Lift the hips up. Get a nice stretch in the shoulders. Be open to all the love, all the abundance of the world. It's all within you. Lift hips higher, higher, higher. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Release the legs. Straighten out the legs. Release them on down. Come on to the yoga mat. Anything you need to do in this moment, whether you need to move, maybe you need to do a final twist. My favorite twist, why not? We'll do it. Hug the knees on in. Place the left foot on down. Place the side of the right foot onto the left knee, and then send that left foot over to the, or I should say left knee and right foot over to the side. So again, left side, or I should say right side of the foot is on the side of the left knee, and then you bring both the foot, the knee, the legs all the way on down. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly come up onto the left foot. Extend the right leg up. Release the right foot. Side of the left foot is onto the side of the right knee, almost like you're about to cross your legs, but the foot and the knee are connected, and then you send both legs to the left side, getting a nice stretch on your IT band. Inhaling and exhale. Last big deep breath in. And exhale. And release. Grounding down through the right foot, extending the left foot on up. Release both knees. Move in any way that feels good. Yogi's choice. And eventually allow yourself to come to lie on down into final resting pose, Savasana. You can place one hand on the pelvis, one hand onto the belly, or I should say, you You can do belly or heart space. Connect to that energy within you. And I asked a question in the beginning of class that you can meditate upon in this moment. What does this divine force, divine feminine energy show up as or look like within you and on your journey? Connect to that energy and maybe create a new intention for yourself that allows you to be in alignment for that energy for the rest of your day, your week, your weekend. From here, you can stay here for as long as you wish. But if you wish to close your practice with me, breathe in, sigh out. Connect your spirit or bring your spirit back into the awareness of your body. Be here. Float the eyes open if you had them closed. And feel free to roll on to your side. Taking a moment to thank yourself for all that you do, for all that you are. Press on up to your comfortable seated position whenever you are ready. I thank you again for practicing with me, for joining me for this class. May you always walk in divine empowerment throughout this world. Let us close this practice with bringing the hands to prayer, bowing down to the divine light that resides within you and each and every single one of us. Om Shanti Shanti, peace, my friend. Namaste. Thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.